I'm just curious, what really made you get into this business in the first place?
Well, at the time, I was suffering from two losses. One was due to my health, and the other was my father. I had acquired a real bad medical issue while at work. My whole left side had went numb. I worked at DC Water and Sewage, and I was at work. I'm a fleet mechanic. So a lot of the salt trucks and plows and equipment that you see going around on the roads in the metropolitan area help keep us safe during the winter months and the summer months with the grass cutting and all that. I helped maintain that. So I was at work one day, and I was working on a lawnmower, and my whole left side had wound up going numb. And I dropped my tool on the ground, so my coworker was like, "Man, what's wrong with you?" I said, "I don't know, I feel funny in my left side." To me, having minimum medical background, because I'm also a MA and a certified phlebotomist. So when I was looking at it, I was saying, "Man, I know I ain't coming here having a stroke." Saying to myself, so he was like, "Man, you need to get that checked out." I said, "I don't need to get it checked out. I need to get it checked out now." So I say, I'm going to call the manager and let him know I'm going to the hospital to get checked out. Fast forwarding through all the processes and the procedures that I went through, I went to go see a neurologist who did an MRA. And once he did it, MRI, excuse me. And once he did it, he called me after hours. That's alarming. Right. When you have a doctor close his office at regular business hours and call you after hours based on something, you know something's wrong, and they need to see you immediately. And that's what he said. We need to schedule surgery for you immediately. How soon can we get in? Can you get in? I said, I guess it's not on me, it's on you. What's the problem? He said, well, I explained to you when you get in the office. Huh? I was baffled, lost, and at the time my father was fighting cancer. He wound up succumbing to it right after I had the surgery. So when I had the surgery, they diagnosed me with degenerative arthritis. I wound up getting cut through the front of my neck. They had moved my larynx over and did all the surgery to the back of my neck. I now got to walk around for life with a medical card stating that I have titanium plates, rods, and screws in my neck. I was also having shots in my back. I had a pain management specialist. I had therapists. It was a lot. On top of having those, I had mountains and mountains of pills. I couldn't sleep. I was very irritable. I started picking up a lot of weight. And with the pills, it caused other issues. My liver count started going up. My cholesterol went up. So, of course, for everything that transpired in the domino effect with that issue, from the pills, they gave me more pills. And then on top of those pills, more issues were occurring as well. So one day I was sitting in the house, and I was told by my cousin to call Aunt Nancy. Said, well, you know, she got these health products that might work for you. And she, you know, you into the, making that money stuff, so she do that too. I was at my wit's end. I was already psychologically going through some stuff from losing my best friend. Because it wasn't just my father. That was my friend. And we did a lot together. I called her up. She came over. She gave me some of the Red Levy, which most had tasted throughout the day here, that I shared some with. I felt the same way they felt when they first tasted it, when I first tasted it. It was good. I wanted more. So she got to explain to me what the products do. I said, well, if anything gonna keep me from being incapacitated, because this is what a lot of these medications was doing, and keep me from just laying in the bed and having to eat all day and gaining all this weight, because I went from like 190, 195 to like 225, climbing to 230. I've never had that much weight on me, and it was taking a toll. Could barely walk up steps. I had a walker. I had a cane. I had back brace, neck brace.
It's a lot for one person.
It was a lot. It was a life transforming experience. So after taking the products, when she explained more to me, because I was familiar with network marketing, when she explained more to me, it just became obvious to me that I need to be able to get this at a wholesale discount price so I can enjoy both sides of the benefits from it. From taking the products, getting my health, and from sharing the products, which will help me with my wealth. Because I was out of work for a whole year. They would not let me go back to work because of my condition. As a matter of fact, I was classified as 100% eligible for disability. And they're still reaching out for me to be on disability. I've never known for them to keep reaching out to a person to go on disability. constantly bombarding me with information to fill out paperwork to be on disability. I'm not a lazy person. I like to work. I don't mind earning my keep. So I needed to get my health back together because that's what I was used to. The qualities and the pleasures of life, man, diminished tremendously. Couldn't pick up my children, couldn't play with them like I wanted to, couldn't have adequate relationships with my partner and my children as well. Couldn't do the regular things that, as hobby-wise, it brings me joy, fishing, drumming, exercising. I couldn't do none of that.
Wow.
So
this gave you the opportunity to.
It gave me more than an opportunity.
Get off the pills.
It gave me my life back.
Right.
When I started taking these products, so they became my gospel.
Right. So they work. This
Yes,
is a
they
lifestyle now.
Yes, they work.
And that is your story.
Yes.
People need to hear this. So if you're in that place where you don't believe, or he did not just believe it, you kept at it.
Oh, not only that.
You stayed consistent.
With that consistency, not long after, the products allowed me to fire. No, I got fired. Let me translate that differently. I got fired from my therapist, which I had two. I got fired from my pain management specialist, and they sent me back to work. I said, what? I said, yeah. I don't know what happened. You just seem to be your body seems to be committing to the procedure faster than others. You can go back to work. I said, no, that's not it. I told you I've been on these health products.
So definitely.
And wearing this garment.
Yes, definitely something to resonate with, because
Yes.
some people have been through the same thing but did not end up with this end to their story.
No,
Instead,
they
more medications and more
Yes.
medications,
And more
side
surgeries.
effects, more surgeries, you know.
Yes.
So I'm so happy that you were able to share that part of how
Yes.
you came into the business. And that's why your story is so powerful.
And that's why I'm sticking with it.
That's right.
That's my
All
story. I'm
right.
sticking with it.
That is so right. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.